Good morning and welcome to another InstaForex daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil. I will speak about the US 30, Bitcoin, and dollar index. I will start with the Euro versus US dollar first, and we have here the multi-time frame view. So on the top left, we have a 5-minute, hourly, daily, and weekly. We can start first the analysis from the weekly time frame, which is the bottom right chart, the bottom right corner. We can see that previous week we had quite a big tail and market closed in the middle, but I can see that there was a tail that is just around that swing low. So this is actually a very positive for the further rally based on a weekly time frame. The daily time frame, we can see market is trading around the 10 and 20 exponential moving averages, and there is a more like a tight consolidation, and market is not that active around this stage. But on the hourly time frame, we can see that we have some supply trend line. Market is building higher lows, and overall, I will say if we can see the market, if the euro can break like 1.0785 or so, there is a chance in hold above, there is a chance for higher prices and for the market to retest swing high at 1.0800 and then even trade higher into the 825 or fully into the 1.0880 mark. The 5-minute is pretty we have the consolidation going on, so I would like to see the bigger imbalance and for the market to clear those previous swing high in this cluster in order to confirm further upside movement. Of course, in case of like secondary scenario, if the market can take the pin bar lows and trade below 1.0760 and hold below, there is a chance for the retest of 1.0740 or 1.0735. But because of the weekly time frame and what happened in the area where this all appeared, I see potential for the further rally coming into this week. Now, speaking of the gold market, a similar thing we can see on the weekly time frame on a gold market. So, because the market quite a decent rejection of the support zone at 1984. And you can see how the market is holding the rising moving average. So it seems like it's poised to go upside this week, and at least let's say at least to try and to rally towards 2032, 2035 mark. The daily time frame just had some tight consolidation there yesterday between the 10 and 20 exponential, but you can see on the 5-minute, it seems like we have rising highs and rising lows, a nice upside structure, and you can see also the hourly bull flag. We are pretty much sustaining and holding above those moving averages, so there is a chance for the higher prices. Now, speaking of the crude oil, we have a key resistance at the 79 mark. 79 mark is a critical pivot point. You can see that market is building higher highs and higher lows, and that's a good sign for the further high prices. So there is a chance that in the next period we can see the breakout of 79, which then can enable and bring the price even higher towards the 79.70. And if there is a bigger upside breakout, maybe we can even have the rally short term to the 83.84 level mark. So far we have some sell-off intraday, but overall we are holding the upside structure on the higher time frames. Now, speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, this 52,000 mark is quite an important pivot, and so far we only can see the consolidation around. So market is building some bigger consolidation, and we'll see if we'll have potential breakout of this level. If we can see the downside breakout, there is a chance for the market to pull back towards the 10 or 20-day moving average. So the 10-day moving average, the rising is set at 50,630, and the rising 20-day moving average is set around 48,600. So 52,000 is a key pivot, And so far market is just doing the consolidation, and we can see like a multi-day consolidation building more like a tight symmetrical triangle. So watch for the breakout of this tight symmetrical triangle for the further bigger direction. Now we can check, for example, what we have on the US 30, US Wall Street 30, and we can see that weekly time frame had an outside candle close in the middle. On the daily time frame, we can see that market is trying to break again this exponential moving average. So far, 5 minutes ago, sell off, rejection back. So it's a pretty, I will say, the pretty flat around this area. The hourly moving averages are sloping to the downside again, and if the market can hold and we don't have upside breakout and hold, and there is a chance for a lower price and downside continuation, maybe even towards this rising 20 bar like 38,370, or even pin bar lows around 38,000 mark. And dollar index, from my perspective, those weekly pin bars are big sign of weakness from last week and 2 weeks ago. So I see potential for the lower prices on the dollar index, and for the market to potentially rotate back towards 103.80 or even 103.60 and 103.08. And that will be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Have a good trading day, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.